Thanks, Alison. Now then, is there love in the air for Joe Swash in I'm a Celebrity? Our very own jungle lovebirds. There they are, holding hands. Katie and Peter. Now, they've been glued to the set last night to bring us all the latest. First, here's what happened last night if you missed any of it.
I've got a couple of sore bum cheeks.
Very nice. Come on, Joey!
I like it because it's got a life of its own.
Well, I won ages ago. I've been here for ages.
Rabbit, rabbit, rabbit.
We won, but I lost.
You win, you don't win. Simple.
You okay, Esther?
Got it! She's tough, so she's playing the game here.
She's a winner.
Due to possible flooding of away camp, we are moving you all to home camp this evening.
What's happening, guys?
There's the potential for fireworks, I think.
Fantastic. Katie and Peter with us this morning. Did you ever fall out of a hammock when you were
I didn't have to sustain one, you
I did. I fell out of it a few times.
so difficult you can get into.
Yeah, but it's a nice experience. It's just a different experience, you know.
And you still think that Robert Kilroy-Silk is going to walk?
I do. I really think he will walk. I reckon in another couple of days, because he can't win. He's trying to make everyone, you know, believe what he's saying, and he can't win.
Well, he can't win by cheating, that's for sure.
Exactly, and he's still trying to convince people, and I think he'll have enough, and he'll think his only way is to walk, so he doesn't have to face being kicked out.
Let's watch him on that trial last night against Joe, where he said he'd undone all of the padlocks. He quite obviously hadn't. He said, well, in that case, we must start it again. No. You lost.
Yeah.
Pull the lever. Right, you've done it. Well done.
Probably you pulled the lever, but unfortunately you haven't unlocked the final padlock.
You haven't won. You need to go back down. I've got the key in the lock, and he won't move. I've got it, no, you haven't bloody one. I've got a faulty lock. Well, I won ages ago. I've been here for ages. No, I've got the lock up.
If this one foot look
Yeah! We have a champion!
It was the wrong key.
Really not fair.
Rabbit, rabbit, rabbit.
Wow, you can tell that Silksy's a politician. He nearly talked his way into victory.
I do feel I have a moral victory, but that's no good. The moral victory won't feed the troops, and I'm really angry about that.
How was it?
We won, but I lost.
Oh, I just don't really have patience to sit and listen to that I was clinched from victory. You win, you don't win. Simple.
That's made him look pretty bad, that,
You win, you don't win.
Exactly.
And he lost.
Although I did feel sorry for him at one point, we did, when he was crossing the bridge and he was shaking. I genuinely felt sorry.
So that was a genuine fear,
Yeah.
it seems, of height, so he did well to get across there.
Well,
But,
on the subject of walking, I know we're talking about I'm a Celebrity at the moment, but there is some sort of fairly hefty breaking news at the moment, which we're just hearing about, confirmed, we think, on the BBC website, that John Sargent has walked from Strictly. So that must be the pressure, I would have thought.
I'm very surprised to hear
Well,
that.
I would have thought that
Very
he's a noble gentleman, and I would have thought that he'd have thought, do you know what, I'm beginning to look like I am, I mean, he has been for a while, knocking out the people who have a chance of winning. And he's had a great time, and I think it's a very noble thing to do. Breaking news anyway, different programme, but I thought you might like to know.
Yeah, well, we'll miss him. I like John.
There's also, and you just never know where the information is going to come from. Here we go, in the start. You love all this, don't you?
It's all true.
Yeah.
Jungle baby shock pregnancy test for stunned celebrity, and apparently it says in a. We've just had this sent from the ITV press office. The speculation over Danny Bear being pregnant. In today's Daily Star, they claim that Danny Bear might be pregnant and asked the programme makers for a pregnancy test. The I'm a Celebrity press office have said she wasn't and hasn't asked the programme for a test, and it was just a throwaway remark. So that's completely denied. And you've got to be careful when you're in there about throwaway remarks.
Exactly. And obviously they can edit it any way they want to give a story to the press, because obviously, I don't know, but you do have to be careful what you say anyway.
And do you forget that you're wearing a microphone? Because you kind of think, well, how can
I
you?
did. I tried to cover it like that.
That won't
do you
work.
remember?
But even in the studio here, I mean, surely, like, there's times when you're almost just getting into conversation with someone, and you just do forget. After a period of time, it becomes part of your outfit, and you do. But initially, you don't. You can be very clever and use it to your advantage at the start.
Well, we heard all your love talk, you two, didn't
Pete's
we?
love
We all heard
talk.
your smooching. I remember that.
So I wonder whether Joe was completely aware of just how much of his anatomy we saw last night.
I don't know.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look, because he's got trouble with bites, which we'll talk about in a moment.
And I've got to work out what that tattoo says.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Let's see if we can. Yeah.
Here it is.
You've been bitten, darling. 2 bites.
Have you been bitten?
And it
Yeah,
wasn't,
you have.
It wasn't me.
I've got a couple of sore bum cheeks. And I said, Danny, do me a favour, like, stick a little bit of that black cream on my bum.
Why have I got to do the cream? Yeah, I just saw George just sort of hovering to get a little glimpse of it all, so I thought, right. No, let George. It's cruel.
Oh, I see both sides.
This is his area of expertise.
Yes, and
I told Danny to put a little dab of this insect thing on my bum and she'd give it to George, and he'd done it, and then I felt him stroke my bum cheek.
very nice.
Even the pat at the end.
Protected and loved from above is what the tattoo says, and that what fun! I mean, that camp, they are certainly in the camp. They are having a ball. Bites in intimate places, a bit of a nightmare.
It never happened to me, did it you?
No, it didn't. But I can see it happening.
Did you get bitten and stung by anything? Kind of.
Not that I can remember.
I did, by the spiders at that last trial.
You
Got
did?
done hard. I was on antihistamine for a week after that.
Really?
Outside of the jungle for the next week, yeah.
The other thing I was saying, we saw Danny Bear there in her bikini, looking
She was
fantastic.
tiny,
She's
yeah.
looking fantastic. But, you know, we see the rain and things. It doesn't look warm. So is it kind of... Is it hot and sticky and humid, even when it's raining?
Well, when we was there, I think it was... No, it was the same... No, a different time of year.
No, it's about the same time.
Like I said, when it rains, or even if it doesn't, it does feel a bit damp, because at night time, you get condensation, especially when it's warm and stuff. So things do feel damp. But we were saying that they seem to have all different jackets and that this time.
Yeah, but I don't think they get any more luxuries than we
No,
have.
it's
I don't
definitely not a
think so.
luxury. That's why it's my favourite reality show, because you really do have to admit that you really starve, you really are outside, and it's not luxury
Well,
at all.
it
And that's why
drives
it's a
you
good
up
show.
From Katie and Peter, next chapter, ITV2. Sorry, Carrie. I know, because she said her favourite reality.
I think I'm rubbing
Listen,
off
there's
on
no
you.
reason why you can't plug your own show. Of course you can. The thing is also with the rain that Ruth was mentioning, with the lack of food, that's when your emotions really take a turn. And we saw Esther Ranson, and I've known Esther for a very long time, and I don't know whether I've ever seen her show a vulnerable side on the telly, which she showed last night. Let's have a look at this after.
You okay, Esther? Well, I can offer you dirty loo roll. How does that sound? That's fine. That's all we've got.
Listening to the girls, they were talking about the laughter and the companionship and things, and I had a partnership like theirs. You know, I had somebody.
Ooh. What she did do afterwards, which sort of I thought was so brilliant that she brought it back, that she said, I have 2 daughters and a son, and I had a man who could be grumpy and could be lots of fun.
Yeah.
Actually, this is precisely what I've got in here. You know, I'm home. She dealt with it very well.
And they were mortified, weren't they?
Yeah.
That they hadn't even thought about it.
It was innocent.
Yeah, and she
though,
was very kind to them, saying, no, it's nice to hear about you and your boyfriend. So very difficult.
What did you
moment
think
for
when you
her.
watched all that last night?
I think the way Nicola dealt with it, it was really nice of her. You know, they're really welcoming to her, sympathetic, and I think they generally didn't mean to talk about it, but they still coped with it well, and it showed a nice, caring side of Nicola as well to be like that.
I think you've seen loads of people, you know, some of the other girls crying about missing home comforts and things like that, and you either take it or leave it. Some people will be like, oh, give me a break, you've only been in there for 2 days. But then there's others who go, I can understand. With Esther, it was so genuine, and it was the first time I thought, wow, real tears of real emotion that I've seen in the jungle, personally.
Thank you, guys. Well, not on tonight because of the footy, of course. Back again
An early night tonight, then.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Back again tomorrow, where the camps are back together again, and also 2 new celebs arriving in the jungle.
Brilliant.
So everyone's trying to figure out who that is.
And I know.
You don't?
No, I don't. Do you want to
I
tell
do,
me?
but I can't. No. It's
What
all
about
secret.
us?
Seriously,
No,
don't
don't
say it out
spoil
loud.
it. I
because
don't-
Oh, I'm
the
not
next
saying it
officer
out loud.
will
Don't
actually
worry,
take me
never.
outside and
I just love it
throw
that
me in
I
the river.
know.
No, we don't want to know. I do want to know, but I can't
Tell you
ask on the
after.
telly. Yeah.
I don't want to know.